One of the very first decisions that you make as an Amazon seller is how will you send your products over to the Amazon customer? Do you want to use Amazon FBA, where Amazon fulfills all the orders for you, or do you want to use what is known as FBM, where you as a merchant, as a seller, will be fulfilling all of the orders? This is a very, very important decision, and it's important for you to understand the in-depth information and the pros and cons of each. Welcome to another episode of Amazon Basics series, where we break down all of the basics and the important operational information for sellers that are interested to sell or are currently selling on Amazon UAE and KSA. Amazon FBA or FBM, pros and cons. Let's get to work. Hi, my name is Crystal from the Amazon Sellers Society. We are a certified Amazon service provider, and we are based in Dubai, supporting sellers since 2019 on Amazon UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, as well as Turkey. For a lot of sellers, we've broken down this information to provide them, the right decision for their products. So let's talk a little bit about FBA and FBM in this episode. Which one can you utilize? Which one should you utilize? What are the pros and cons? And so much information. Let's get started with part one, which is quick definition. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, which basically means that Amazon is going to fulfill your products and your orders for you. In order to achieve the FBA system, you would need to bulk ship your inventory over to the Amazon warehouse, have it warehoused there, and then your products will be Prime eligible. You'll see the Prime logo on your products when they are active on Amazon. Amazon will handle everything. So whenever an order comes in, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to even be in the same country. Amazon will pick, pack, deliver the product over to the customer. The product will arrive to the customer same day, very fast delivery. Even with Amazon now, it might arrive in a few hours or even as little as 15 minutes, believe it or not. And Amazon will take care of all of the shipping customer service. FBM, on the other hand, is known as Fulfillment by Merchant. You being the merchant, and yes, the product stays with you whenever an order comes in. You pick, pack, prepare it, and then you ship it with the Amazon courier via a system known as Easy Ship. Now, let's dive into part number two, and let's talk about the pros and cons of each. The pros of Amazon FBA is, yes, you guessed it, Amazon handles everything. It's more or less an automated system which can help you scale the business aggressively. Number two, because the products are in the FBA warehouse, then they are enrolled in Prime, which means the products arrive for free to the customer. They don't pay for shipping, and customers hate to pay for shipping. And the products arrive in a very fast delivery, sometimes up to 15 minutes, and the product is with the customer. The negative thing, as you might imagine, or the con, is there are fees attributed to this. Amazon isn't going to provide this type of service with all of its perks for free. There is a certain fee attributed to it, so it might not be the right thing to do for certain types of products. And number two, you need to ship inventory up front. So if you're a person that's constantly out of stock, or if you need to prepare the product and then ship it over to the customer or anything like that, maybe FBA isn't the right method. However, you would need to bulk ship inventory over to the Amazon warehouse so that you can enroll it in the FBA program. Let's talk about FBM. Let's start off with the pros. Number one, it's lower costs because you're not warehousing, you're not storing the product anywhere. The product remains with you. Number two, you have full control over your inventory, of course, because your inventory is still with you. Talking about the cons, you have to do all of the manual work. So you have to actually prep the order whenever it comes in, and you have to wait for the delivery person and take care of customer service and stuff like that, which means it is a little bit of manual work, and so definitely not easy for you to scale. And lastly, it is quite difficult to compete. Remember, Amazon and all marketplaces in general are quite competitive, so it would be a little bit difficult to compete with sellers that are already existing on the platform and that have Prime offers where they provide free shipping and same-day delivery. Let's jump into part number 4 and let's talk about the Middle East context when it comes to FBA versus FBM. Number 1, it's important to note that FBA as a system, as a process, as warehouses, as logistics is absolutely 10/10 in both the UAE and Saudi Arabia. In fact, in UAE, in I believe the beginning of August, maybe Amazon, or maybe a little bit before that, Amazon launched the Amazon Now system, where now they are competing with well-known apps such as Talabat, Deliveroo, and they're delivering everyday products, not just food items, within 15 to 20 minutes. So logistically, warehouse-wise, 10/10. For international sellers, if you do not have a location here in the UAE, you wouldn't need to do the full setup, find the warehouse, do all of that. You could just utilize FBA as your warehouse hub and send all of your inventory over to Amazon. It's a much easier and faster way for you to penetrate the market. FBM, on the other hand, works best for bulky, large items, since FBA fees are based on the size and weight of the product, and works best for products that have low margin and might not be fast-moving products as well. Okay, so you've gotten to this part of the video and now you're thinking, now I'm confused. This sounds good and this sounds good. Which one should I use? Should I go FBA or should I go FBM? Well, it's good to have options. And one thing to note is that the product logistically follows the certain method, not the whole account. What I mean by that is you might have several products in your account. One product might be FBA, the other might be FBM. It's not like the entirety of the account is going to be FBA or the entirety of the account is going to be FBM, which is great because it gives you a lot of options as a seller. Which one should you choose? Well, for new sellers, it's best to utilize FBA as it's easier, faster, and having that Prime logo can provide a lot of extra layer of support for your sales because customers feel like they're buying something that is branded under the Amazon umbrella. If you are an established seller, on the other hand, you might have your own network. You might be selling on other channels as well. Maybe not necessarily have to use FBA. You'll be able to utilize your own fulfillment network, and maybe you have your own team to fulfill, your own warehouse to fulfill. So that's why FBM might be the better option. Of course, it goes without saying, like I said earlier, for bulky, large items, you would want to do FBM just simply because of the fees. If you're interested to learn more about the fees, the exact breakdown of the fees, we've got other videos that we've done on the channel, and I'll add them linked in the description box of this video. I'll also add the page where you can go directly on Amazon in order to figure out what are the fees for each and every product. I'll also add the page where you need to go, the page on Amazon where you can figure out the fees for each and every product type, specifically if you're doing FBM, of course. By the way, this is a very, very important decision, hence why I did a full entire episode about it. It's very important to make the right decision because it does make a very big difference as to whether or not your business succeeds or doesn't. In the Middle East, most sellers start off with FBA. However, of course, it's dependent on a lot of factors and a lot of strategies. If you need help and support, do not forget to reach out to us if you have any questions about this, or leave your comments and questions in the comments section below. I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye.